Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense is up first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short game. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass here on second down. Not quickly. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
The gain makes it second and medium. Single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Running play called on third and short. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. The first chance we've had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to route.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend.
Going for a big play downfield. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the single back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bearcats. Just ran away from the defense.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
He's running out of time here. And he's got his man open downfield. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Handoff to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Bearcats hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And there's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. And that run produces a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a quick grab. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. The Bearcats pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's 1st and goal for the offense.
1st and goal, handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the single back takes the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looks to the left. Pass caught. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds his target, and it's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Looks like the Bearcats will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Bearcats will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats. No chance to catch him. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. The pocket breaking them, and the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Crosses the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense on the field to take over. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
They'll run it here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Brought down short of the end zone at the 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. That short completion sets up a third down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. And when you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive. And this time they dial up that blitz, not worried at all about getting beaten man-to-man coverage. And a good job of timing it up perfectly to get that sack.
The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Irish. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone. Live at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He breaks free. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field.
Got it.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock.
29.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
On the set.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Green.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense going with the hurry up. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense is still clicking.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
BAT is good as they build on this big lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Looks like the Bearcats will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
So quickly all the way up to the 36 in his first down.
Jackrabbit.
And they'll use the ground game here.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time the defense steps up and makes a play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field.
Lasso. Lasso.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Ball handed off. Great cut there. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much first half, Chris, of this playoff game. No adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down here for this offense. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks.
And here comes a deep shot. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Notre Dame. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On first down, it's play action. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now, with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field.
6-9-1, Gator score.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Irish. And the route is on. Kirk, they had a month to get ready for this pitch-and-catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Green 25.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
On third down, he drops to throw. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. On the run here. Lets it go. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Come on, set.
Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, to keep this drive moving.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will line up to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And that sets up a return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. And he's brought down out at the 46.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the point after is good. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
Tries the right with a quick throw, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead at the 20. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Ready. Here we go.
Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Boy, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
Tackled, but first down.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're going to run it here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Here's the handoff. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And here's the handoff. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Love the aggressive mindset from this defensive coordinator. Third down and long, why not bring the blitz? Roll the dice. Play a little man coverage on the back end. Hope you get there before the quarterback can make you pay for it, and then come up with a sack.
Choosing to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Green 25.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They'll run it from the gun. They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on fourth down. Now they're going for it again. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for 6. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looks like the Bearcats starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. There's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. His arm might be sore after this performance. That's more than 450 passing yards now.
You think his arm's tired? Man, look at that defense.
Yeah, put them in the ice bath, get him some oxygen. It's been a tough day.
Man, they have been confused this entire day. Quarterback's just firing away, and this defense cannot slow him down. Right now, this quarterback is just dicing him up.
The Bearcats are in the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage.
Got him. He's sacked.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Bringing pressure. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure.